Good morning, everyone. Am I audible? Can you hear me? Okay, okay, fine. Thank you. So let us wait for some time for your friends to join. Okay, good morning once again. I think we can start now. So, in our last class, we have discussed about vertical drains, right? Yes or no? Or you can't hear or not? I guess everybody is hearing me, isn't it? Okay, then in last class, we have discussed about vertical drains. So, any doubt in last class, whatever we have discussed? Otherwise, I'll proceed further. Okay. Uh, so today I will be discussing about granular piles. Okay. So anybody having any idea what is a granular pile or okay, you tell me what is a pile? Can you see the screen? Is the screen visible? Okay. So about granular piles we are going to study. So before that, tell me what is a pile? All of you are familiar with pile foundation, so you have the idea. For knowing granular pile, you should have the idea about pile. So what is a pile? You can either unmute yourself, yeah, you can write in the chat box also. What is a pile? Any response? Nobody is saying anything. You can write in the chat box also. I'm not getting any response. If you don't know what is a pile, you can also say that if you don't have any idea, but respond at least something. Voice is cracking. Okay, is it clear now? Is the voice clear now? No. Can you hear now? Is it okay? Okay, okay. So the problem is if I start sharing the screen, the voice quality becomes low due to network problem. Okay, fine. Since you have seen about, I have shown little bit. So tell me what is a pile? What is a pile? Pile. You know, don't know, you can respond that also. I'm not getting any response about this question. What is a pile? Yes? Some kind of reinforcement. No, not exactly reinforcement. What is pile foundation? Did you hear the name pile foundation? Pile is used to support the structure which are made of concrete and steel. Yes, Limeka, you are correct. Partially. Chosen a type of deep foundation. Yes, pile foundation is a type of deep foundation. Then Lashram is saying it is a long, slender, made of timber or steel. Yes, exactly. Okay, so all of you are familiar with the term pile foundation. So pile foundation is a kind of deep foundation. It is generally provided where the soil is very weak and the soil is unable to take the load of the structure. Okay, so with the help of pile, and I must say you, pile is a long cylindrical like structure. Okay, uh, it is made of strong material, either of concrete or of timber or of steel. And this long cylindrical structure, it is pushed into the ground or put into the ground, and it provides steady support for the structure, and the structure is built upon that the structure means the building or whatever is built upon that pile, those piles. Okay, with required number of spacing, and various numbers of piles are put into the ground surface, and the structure is put. So this is about pile. Now what about granular pile? So granular pile is also a kind of pile. Okay, it is the technique used to improve the weak deposit. Can't hear again. Can you hear now? Voice is breaking. Ah, okay, fine. I'm sharing the screen. You just see what is granular pile. Can you see the screen, and is the voice audible now? Is the screen visible? Can you hear? Ma'am, can't hear your voice. Is it? Okay. So granular pile is a technique for deep ground improvement, not only in soft cohesive soil but also in loose cohesionless deposit. So the process, the what is granular pile is almost it is similar to pile, okay. But in case of granular piles, we don't use concrete or steel or timber. Uh, we use generally gravels, okay, which are, and we should use well graded gravels for construction of granular piles. Okay, is it clear? Both my voice as well as explanation. Did you guys get what I am trying to say? Can you hear the voice? Yes. Okay. Okay. So, construction of pile is completely different as compared to granular piles. Okay, but the structure is same. It is in cylindrical structure which is inserted inside the ground to give support to the buildings or other structures which is constructed above that. So you can see here most granular pile installation are made using the vibration technique through a vibrofloat, wherein a cylindrical vertical hole is made by vibrofloat penetrating by jetting and under its own weight. In some cases, a dry process without water jet is used. Gravel backfill is placed into the hole in increment and compacted by the probe, which simultaneously displaces the material radially. Simpler techniques using the conventional boring equipment have also been developed. And the details of installation technique and performance of these granular piles are discussed in the following section. Okay, so what is done? A hole is made inside the ground, okay, below the subsurface layer up to the depth required, up to what depth, up to how much depth you want to put the pile, granular pile, the depth up to that much depth the hole is made. Long cylindrical, in long cylindrical structure the holes are made, and these holes may be made by the process of this boring technique, okay. And then the gravels are filled into the holes in various layers. Okay, suppose up to certain depth in the bottom, in the bottommost portion, certain up to certain height a layer of gravel is put. We don't fill the hole at a time. We fill the hole at various intervals. Like first layer we have to put the gravel up to certain depth. Suppose if the length of your complete length of your hole, the cylindrical hole is 15 meter or something like this, then depending on that, suppose first we'll fill 1 meter with the gravel, then we compact that much filled gravels. No problem if somebody has got disconnected, no problem. Okay, So first layer we'll put, then we will compact using some equipment, compacting equipments, or using any probe or something like this. Then we can also apply vibration techniques for compaction and for creating the holes. Then we'll put some more amount of gravel in the second layer. Then again we will compact by various techniques. The compaction technique generally used are of vibration. Okay, then third layer, fourth layer, like this we'll keep on putting layer by layer, and along with that we'll go on applying this compaction technique. Okay, so the final pile or granular pile which is made is in highly compacted state. Okay, then this process will continue unless we reach the topmost layer, topmost surface of the soil. Okay, now the process of installation of granular pile is almost is same, the same thing. We have to make the cylindrical structure, cylindrical hole inside the surface of the soil. Then we have to put layer wise the gravels and compact. Now how we construct the hole, either by boring technique or by water jetting technique, this process will vary. And how we apply the compaction, either by vibration or whatever. Okay, now if we say we are applying vibration process for compaction, now there are various methods of applying vibration. There is not only one or two method, there are various methods. So these are mentioned here. Okay, what type of vibration we use, what type of machines are used, these things are given here. So depending on this, the installation process varies. Okay, and also one more thing, the gravel or the soil that we will be using for construction of the pile should be well graded. If it is not well graded or uniformly graded, then there will be a problem. The structure may obstruct the this pour water. Then there will be problem of pour water, water logging and all. Okay, so the soil must be of uniformly graded. Okay, so here the first one is vibroflotation. Vibroflotation or vibrocompaction, it was conceived in Germany in mid 1930s and has been extensively used for major structures. The system is most versatile with respect to range of soil to which it has been applied, through soft to firm clays, silt, sand and gravels to brick rubbles and essentially organic rubbish. So this is the process of vibroflotation or vibrocompaction, which is made first in Germany. And about this it is said that it is versatile when the range of soil it varies from soft to firm clays. Okay, so next comes vibrofloat. Here also in vibration vibroflotation we use vibration process. Here also vibrofloat we use vibration, but the application process of vibration differs. Like in vibrofloat we use a poker vibrator. It is a kind of vibrator of diameter which ranges from 300 to 400 mm and 2 to 3 meter long. Okay, the vibrofloat contains an eccentric weight mounted at the bottom on a vertical shaft directly linked to a motor. Now how the arrangement of the vibration is done, how the machine is arranged, how the vibration is applied, these things only vary. So you go through this various processes and then it will be clear to you. Okay, so if I go on reading, it will be the same thing. It will be of not any it will not be of any use. Okay, so you go through. If you have any doubt, you ask. Ultimately we need to apply vibration. Now how we apply the vibration, it varies. Various processes are there. Like here we apply frequency of 30 to 50 hertz. Okay, these things will only vary. The assembly of machine, how the machine is made, these things varies. So you go through. And one more thing I would like to say that about influence zone. Okay, I think this term is new to you, influence zone. Now, this pile foundation, it has and in also granular pile, both pile foundation and granular pile, they have got certain influence zone. Okay, like the pile is cylindrical in structure, it is inserted inside the soil. Now up inside the soil, up to certain area, the certain area of the soil surrounding that particular pile will be influenced by the construction of the pile, will have some effect, either good or bad or whatever. Though that much portion, that much area of the soil which are affected by the construction of that pile is called as influence zone. Okay, and that zone is generally in the form of circle or oval shaped. Okay, so in case of granular piles also, when we construct the pile, it goes inside the soil, and inside the soil up to certain area, certain amount of soil, the certain area which will be surrounding the pile will have influence from the pile. So that much area is termed as influence zone. That much area or that much zone, we can say, is termed as influence zone of the pile. And while constructing the granular piles, while giving the spacing between the granular piles, we must take care of that the influence zone of one pile should not overlap over the influence zone of the other pile. Okay, there we have to provide various granular piles, maybe depending on the area of the site, we will decide how much granular piles we have to put and what will be the length of the pile. So for very different length of the pile, the influence zones will be different. So the spacing should be such that the influence zone of one pile should not overlap on the influence zone of the other pile. If it is so, then there will be problem and the pile will ultimately fail. If the zones in overlap over each other, then the this pile foundation or the granular pile will fail. So we should take care that the influence zone is not overlapping. So regarding this, it is everything is written in the notes very clearly, and the notes you will get from the portal. Okay, so anybody having any problem in getting the notes from the portal, you can let me know. I will share the notes in the WhatsApp groups. Okay, so you go through this various processes. See everywhere vibration is here. Also next process, vibro compaction process. Here also the setup of the vibration machine is it differs from the others. Rest ultimately vibration is only applied. Okay, here next is vibro replacement process. Here also vibration is provided. Now what type of soil is used and what is the setup of the vibration machine, it will only differ. Okay, where it was made, like here who used, these things are given. So is it clear what is granular pile and all? Is it clear? Yes or no? Okay, okay, fine. So everybody has got a clear idea about granular pile. So here in today's lecture, I have just given you the idea about granular pile and how it is constructed and all. There's procedure and all, everything. If you go through the notes, it will be clear to you. Then about influence zone also, it is written in the notes. You go through. If you have any doubt, you can ask in next classes. And also if you are unable to download the notes or get the notes from the portal, let me know. I will give you via WhatsApp. So with this, with granular piles, we come to the end of our second module. Okay. If you see the syllabus, if you have the syllabus with you, you can see we have completed the second module also. So in the next class, we will start the third module, and it will be about lime stabilization. Okay, stabilization of soil using lime. So for today, we can end here. But if you have any doubt, you can ask. If you have any doubt, you can ask, or we can conclude here for today. No doubt. Okay, so everybody is saying no doubt. So we can conclude here for today. Next class, I will start line stabilization, but within this time period, you go through the notes, everyone, of granular piles. You go through the notes. If you have any doubt, you please ask. Okay. Otherwise, later on, you will have problem. If you don't understand now, later on, you'll be facing problems. Everything will be mixed up. This subject is very interesting, so if you understand and go through, try to see some videos in the YouTube, it will be more clearer. Some video links I have also given in the portal, so you can just click on the link and see the videos. Okay. Okay. Thank you, everyone.